So I just got all my stuff at Sally's and I'm literally walking back home because it's in my backyard. It's crazy. But if you're like me and you like to do your own hair at home, watch this video because I'm going to show you exactly how to highlight your hair. It's super easy. It just takes a little bit of practice and a lot of patience. Lots and lots of patience. Cheers. All right, so to make sure that your bleach is the strongest, only mix about 2 scoops of lightener at a time, okay? That's basically 2 ounces. And for this lightener, it's a 1-to-2 ratio. So that means it's gonna be 2 ounces of lightener and 4 ounces of developer. And I'm gonna start with 20 volume because this is take forever. Do not start with 30 or 40. That's literally gonna fry your hair because it takes forever. Think of developer as time, not how strong it is. 20 volume is the best to start with if you have dark hair like me. It's gonna be able to sit on the hair for about an hour and a half because it's a slow and slow process. So if you start with the 40 volume, it's going to bleach your hair way too quick. This is why I recommend grabbing a 20 and 30 volume, because for the first 2 sections, you'll probably use 20 volume, and then for the last couple quadrants, you'll use 30. That way you cut some time out of the waiting process and you're not waiting 2 hours, hour and a half for that section to process. Because just putting the foils in takes forever. But if you're looking at what I'm doing here, I'm taking small sections and I'm weaving just on the surface of the hair. Basically, I'm not digging my comb all the way through that section because I don't want the hair in here to be thick. That's why I grabbed a thin enough section because I want to make sure that my hair processes evenly. And if you stick a lot of hair in your foil, it's not going to process even. It's also not going to get as light as you want it to. Less is more. But you basically want it to look like you're putting frosting on your hair. It has to be very saturated in order for it to lift as well. This literally took me 3 hours to get all the application done. And I'm a hairstylist and I do this every day. So do not feel bad if this takes you forever. If you feel like you're gonna take a lot longer than that, then definitely start with 10 volume and work your way up to 30. For the money piece, I'm not gonna be highlighting it. I'm gonna be doing something called a slice. So that means I'm just taking that whole section and putting it right in the foil. And as you can see, it's a really thin section because again, we want this to be bright. We don't want this to be brassy, anything like that. We want this to have perfect even lift, especially around the face. Like, girl, this is the money piece. This is what you see. You gotta sell it. Holy shit, I'm tired. But bam, if you want to be blonde, you got to have your hair nice and yellow like this. Do not bleach your hair too white. That means you fried your hair. It's still got to be yellow. And this is just it blow dried. I haven't toned it yet. So go to part 3 because I'm going to show you how to tone it and erase these lines.